Good morning, everyone. Excuse me. I have to be a little brief today. Don't want to be, but I have to be somewhere, and the time got away from me. So, let us look at where were we? Psalm 71, verses 20 through 24. Morning. Morning. Thou, Lord, who great adversities and sore to me did show, shall quicken and bring me again from depths of earth below. My greatness and my power thou wilt increase and far extend on every side. Against all grief thou wilt me comfort send. Thee heave thine I'll also praise, my God, with psaltery. Thou Holy One of Israel, with harp I'll sing to thee. My lips shall much rejoice in thee when I thy praises sound. My soul, which thou redeemed, hast in joy, shall much abound. My tongue thy justice shall proclaim, continuing all day long. For they confounded are in shame that seek to do me wrong. Morning, morning, morning. We'll sing this to Mirror, I think it's the title. Mirror. Thou Lord, who great adversities and sore to me did show, shalt quicken and bring me again from depths of earth below. My greatness and my power thou wilt increase and far extend on every side. Against all grief thou wilt me comfort send. Then in thy truth I'll also praise my God with psaltery. Thou Holy One of Israel, with harp I'll sing to thee. My lips rejoice in thee when I thy praises sound. My soul which thou redeemed hast in joy shall much abound. My tongue thy justice shall proclaim, continuing all day long. For they confounded are and shamed that seek to do me wrong. I might have should have saved this for a Friday because it is historical. I don't know where this Pleasant Valley Church was in Washington County, Maryland. I know where Washington County, Maryland is. That's over around Hagerstown. Somewhere I saw it was in Washington County. Excuse me. So this was the follow-up meeting in 1833 to the meeting at Black Rock. And I want to read the address that they put out. And I just wrong key and went way high. Went back to where I was, and I don't want to be there. I'll tell you what, I've learned a lot reading this 1833 Signs of the Times. Let's read. Say, remember, this is the follow-up to the Black Rock Address. All right. And it's found in the 1833 Signs of the Times. An address to the followers of the Lamb, scattered throughout our country, designated as particular Baptists of the old school. Brethren, notice that, particular Baptist. The term John Taylor hated so much because Trott told the Licking Association they ought to call themselves particular Baptists. Dear brethren, several of us from different sections of our country have been permitted again to meet together for the purpose of a mutual interchange of feelings and views relative to the many and manifest departures from the faith and order heretofore generally professed by our denomination, and also to hear of the steadfastness of others in the good ways of the Lord. We desire to acknowledge the kind hand of our God in succeeding our designs, in gathering together on this occasion an assemblage of our brethren far beyond our expectation. Do you inquire what were those designs? We will state them. Some of us had become acquainted with the fact that there were more brethren in our country at large who remained steadfastly attached to ancient Baptist principles than was generally supposed. But owing to their being much scattered, each was supposing that he was left nearly alone, and that the instance was not singular in which a small church of this particular character was to be found, who, from their separate situation from others of the same faith, were ready to conclude that their pastor was almost the only one who preached the gospel which they had been taught experimentally to receive. And this circumstance caused them to labor under great discouragement. Believing that God had reserved his 7,000 who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal, and as the Lord made known this to his disconsolate prophet for his encouragement, so it is encouraging to these brethren to know that there were many others scattered abroad who viewed things in the same light and who maintained the same stand with themselves relative to the modern religious schemes of the day. For the encouragement of such, we were induced to invite a meeting of our brethren from different sections of our country, such as could conveniently attend, so that unitedly we might make a declaration of our views and of our reasons for standing aloof from those things which assumed a religious character, but which are only the contrivances of men. This we did at our meeting at Black Rock in September last. But supposing that there were many still who had not been informed of the intention of the meeting, whose hearts had they been thus informed, would have been with us, we thought it advisable to appoint this second meeting at a period which would give time for our views as expressed in our address to become generally known. This meeting we have now had, the result of which you will learn from the minutes of our proceeding. One other object we had in view in calling this meeting was the hope we entertained of exciting a spirit of inquiry among some of our brethren, who, though in heart rejoiced in the same glorious truth, that salvation is of the Lord, were inconsiderately suffering themselves to be drawn into a participation in plans devised by men for the purpose of helping God to convert sinners. How far this desirable end has been attained, it's not for us to say. Some, we know, have been led to examine the subject, and on examination have been constrained to come out from among them and take a stand on the side of ancient Baptist principles and order. Others, again, we learn, have been kept from giving. Brethren,